Hey everyone, welcome to Black Women with Opinions, the podcast. I'm Eb.
I'm Mandy.
I'm Sia.
And this is a safe space for Black women to give their unfiltered opinions about anything and everything.
We hope you're ready for a good time.
Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 4. Yes,
We made it.
We made it. We did it. How are you ladies doing today?
Tired.
That's okay.
Yes, but pushing through.
Yeah. That's real.
That's very real.
I think the consensus around the table today
We're all tired.
is on the tired side.
Tired side today, but still grateful to be here.
Yeah.
Still ready to get into the mess of the episode for today and the conversation.
I know that's right.
I'm a come up.
Yeah.
Once we get into it, my energy, it'll
But I don't think
soar.
tired is a bad thing. I think sometimes, we look at it like, oh, I'm tired. But it's like, I did stuff today. I really accomplished some stuff today.
Yeah.
I did stuff all week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
For the past few weeks, my body is like, girl, what you doing?
What you said?
When do we rest?
Exactly. But I think it's like, I have
You
a
know.
right to be tired. Sometimes we don't feel like we have that right. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. Especially wearing as many hats as all of us do. It feel like, okay, girl, I don't have time to be tired. Okay. I got somewhere to be in 20 minutes.
Have time to be sick either.
No, not an option.
You're like, where in my planner can I have a moment
Yeah.
to
Let me schedule
be
45
tired?
minutes of tired and then now back to it.
Okay.
I wish we had the time for it. But I know some of our listeners may feel worn and tired, or they just have a lot going on in their life too. But just know you can keep on pushing through.
Yes.
We all gonna keep on pushing through. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nobody want to hear all that.
No,
I do. Shoot.
I need to hear it. Shoot. Otherwise, I'll be like, you know what? Forget it.
Baby, I'm like, you full of crap. I don't want to hear that.
Shoot.
Yeah. You got to get up either way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Either way, you don't have a choice sometimes. You just gotta get up and get through it.
That part.
So, I was scrolling on the TikTok, as I do from time to time, and I came across a video by a girl. What's her name, Andy?
Hell. I thought it's her, but I think that's who we see reposting the video.
Oh.
Somebody badass 21.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Brianna. It's doubled over, so I can barely read it. Sorry, girl. You know who you are.
Sorry. You probably don't want to be shouted out at this time anyway. But I came across her video, and she was talking about Plain Jane, air quotations, versus the pretty girl. And she was saying, why do men cuff the Plain Jane woman over the pretty girls like her who have the nails done, not a lash out of place, hair always together, always with a full face of makeup, just a really done up woman, and why don't they get picked over the Plain Jane?
Yeah.
I also sent it to you guys too, so you could review the video, because I had some,
and I did.
I did review it. I did, and have lots of thoughts.
let's hear some.
Yeah. So one of my thoughts is I'm a little concerned that that's the question that she's posing, because that's probably why she's not getting a man. Because if you are so focused on the superficial in that way, and I mean, there are guys out there that's all they focus on as well, but if you're not meeting their standards, pretty girl, then they're not looking at you. And if you have no substance within yourself, then the guys who maybe would be interested in you and not really care as much for the looks aren't going to be interested either. Yeah. I think the bigger question here is, do you love yourself as you are? Because that will reflect to somebody else who would maybe want to be your partner. When I look at the video, I see a young girl who is trying to impress these men and give them what she thinks that they want, but she doesn't even know herself.
Yeah.
And I think that it's really sad that she would have to go on the internet to try to pose this question and have this conversation, trying to compare herself and almost like downplay a woman who is not as concerned as she is on the nails and the hair and the lashes, and trying to figure out what she has that she doesn't, when it is very clear that the difference between you is not necessarily the physical thing, but is very much what's inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, I really saw a woman that had been beat down and wanted to put the blame on something, and she just wanted to put it on this question of pretty girl versus plain Jane. And I just think that physical beauty is just so fluid.
Yeah.
And people,
it's subjective.
Yeah, people just want different things from their partners. And a person that is all done up, nails done, hair done, not an eyelash out of place, may be that for one person.
Right.
That may be exactly what they want. But a person that's not a makeup girly or has their hair in a simplistic style or wears their natural hair, and may not be in the glitzy, glammy clothes, that's okay. Or name brand clothes. That's exactly what that person wants too. Right. And that doesn't make them not as extraordinary. One is more extraordinary than the other. It just makes it that's just their physical appearance. And if I had a partner that only looked at my physical appearance, that's the only thing that they wanted from me, I don't think that's not a sustaining relationship. That's not a relationship that would go the long haul, because eventually something's going to get out of place. I'm going to fall apart a little bit. Life is going to start lifing, know. We all go through things, we have our hard weeks. We have weeks where we don't wear makeup. We have weeks where we don't, get our hair done. We can't get our hair done. Things happen, and that's okay. And I don't think that if you have a partner that only wants those things, then you aren't looking for, some people in this world aren't looking for long-term partners. And
right.
If that's what you want, that's fine. But for me, I don't think that's what I want in the long run.
Okay.
I want somebody that, would want me at my worst.
Yeah.
And accept me at my worst.
That's why you get me at my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That wouldn't be for me.
It was such a surface conversation.
Yes.
It had no depth behind it, because at first I was like, let me be offended, because
let me be offended.
For real, because I'm pretty much a natural girly.
Right.
I'm not really into makeup. Y'all know.
Yeah.
I'm never struggling with eyeliner still at 30-something years old. But I'm like, let me be a little offended. Let me see what this girl is talking about, because I am not a done up girl. Sure. I can be.
Yeah.
I do it from time to time. When I do get done up, I get done up. But that is not all that I have to offer, and that has never been the only thing that I have allowed men to demand from me. I have never been like, oh, I'm just a pretty face. That's all you need. Never.
Yeah.
You will get to know me. You will get to know the depths, or you will not have me. My physical attributes are a cherry on the top of the person that I am.
And should be for everybody. Like, it just seemed like she was so stuck on trying to figure out why men would even consider being with a woman who is not, in the shop all day on Saturday to prepare for her next week. Like, I understand that, the images that society puts on women can be very, very difficult to navigate. I 100% get that. But for you to really feel like slighted in the sense because you are doing all the effort, you're doing all the things that should be bringing a man to your front door,
but you're not though.
Well, but that's what she thinks.
That's
you're
what not though. You're really only doing one thing. You're only trying to attract somebody with a physical attribute. Baby, you don't want that. Because if your attributes ever change, then what?
God forbid you get sick or in an accident or something and your physical appearance has changed. Is that person that you attracted just by your physical appearance still going to be there?
And that's my thing. We're such multifaceted people for you just to put me in a box and say, oh, well, I just want you to want my physical. And that's just really it.
Yeah.
You don't want to know anything about my faith. That's fine.
Or being okay with it.
You don't want to know anything about my education, my hopes, my dreams, my goals, my hobbies, what I like to do on the weekend.
Right.
You don't want to know any of that. You just think I'm kind of cute. That's work.
That is so sad to me.
It's very sad.
It is so sad that we are even still having these type of conversations and not realizing that they are definitely a insecure conversation.
Yeah.
Because there are so many women around me who are done up to the nines, but they also have lots of substance behind them.
Yeah.
Lots of substance behind them. They have degrees. They run businesses. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being done up for yourself.
If that's what you want, you're doing it for you.
Yes, the problem is when it's for men.
Yeah. Who barely wipe their ass good. I'm just saying. Like, girl, I just think, every time I've gotten my...
Come on now. Come on now, because some of them who be wanting you to be this fly woman be having dirt under their nails.
Girl, it's like
you can't even talk to me,
sir. No, thank you. I'm not interested in your input on anything physically.
And anytime I've done myself up or not, it hasn't been for a man.
No.
If I went to get my nails done, it was for me.
That part.
If I got my hair done, it's for me. If I got a massage, if I got any sort of physical thing done to me, it was for me.
Yeah.
Or if I didn't get it done, if I popped all these nails off,
baby,
guess what? It was for me.
Because I'm tired of this. So
if
we're
I
gonna
took
save
my
some
hair
money
down and let my hair just be free as the wind blows.
Yeah. And that's not to say that you don't want your man to find you attractive.
Right.
Because I think
Of
some people
course.
may go the opposite. Like, so you don't think, no, I want my man to think I'm attractive, but I want him to think I'm attractive in every way.
Yeah, be attracted
Yes.
to my mind and the way that I communicate with you and the things that I bring to the table as well. And just if all of this was gone, because God willing, if we grow older, you know, and things start to fall, the gravity is serious, and and you start to age, and you never know how that's going to go. God forbid your partner be like, "Okay, I'm good," and some do.
Yeah,
Everybody knows at least one man who continuously trading out the woman he with for a younger model, and. Is that the type of relationship you want to be in?
No.
You have to ask yourself these questions before you go on here trying to figure out why the men don't want you. Or in the way that she states it, it's like a generalization.
Yeah.
Men don't want pretty girls, which also just makes it the assumption that a woman who is not going out and being done up, quote unquote, is not pretty,
Right.
which is not true. I'm just saying, some of the most beautiful women I have ever seen have to wake up and that's it.
Yeah.
I woke up like this.
Yeah.
Like real shit. So it's like, babes, it's very clear to me in that video that young lady needs to focus on herself.
Yeah.
Learn herself, get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. Because then when you know yourself, you will attract what you want.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what it kind of scared me for too is that, you know, on TikTok, you know, younger generation is really looking at that. And I'm like saying to myself, oh my gosh, she's putting this out there to the atmosphere for younger girls or girls that are any woman to really think that this is like the standard
that's true.
that
She
a man,
right.
yeah.
And if you are not a secure woman,
Yes.
you will. Because I did go and looked at some of the responses, and her responses, if you are not a secure woman or girl, you know, you will internalize some of the stuff that you see because it's compounding on what they already make women be.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
already tell women you need to be beautiful.
Right.
You need to not have too much brains.
Right.
You need to not be too skinny.
Yeah.
You need to not be too fat. You need to not be too thick.
Yeah.
You know, it's even a standard about thickness. What's thick and
What's
what's
too
BBW.
thick, right? And it's like, damn.
wait a minute.
Now hold on. Now you can't have me one day being a stick, and then the next day you telling me that I need to be a size 12, and then the next day you telling me that's too curvy. You need to lessen that. Like the people that are really pushing the beauty standards and the trends, it is so dangerous, especially for young girls, to really see that, because it's already hard enough with your normal regular body. It doesn't look like anything that's on these magazines or in these music videos, because none of that is real. And so you are comparing yourself already to that, and then to pit woman against woman, saying, well, you should do it like this. You should be made up all the time. Every moment your man see you, you need to have your P's and Q's on, and then almost belittling or making a woman feel less than if she decides that that's not what she wants to do.
That's not her standard for herself.
That's not her standard for herself. Her standard for herself is to make sure that she is mentally well-rounded and taking care of herself in that way. Making sure that her home is taken care of. Making sure that her man is taken care of.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's really sad that there are, I mean, it's not just her. It's not just the person that made this video. There is a whole lot of women, young, old, and older, who really feel like, if I do XYZ, I'll be able to find a man. But will you find a man you want to keep? Because if that's the standard, if that's the only objective that man needs to check off his list, is that you keep your hair done and your nails done and your lashes done and you got a fresh fit for every single thing, it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to last. It's not going to be full of substance or have somebody that's going to ride or die for you like y'all claim y'all want.
And what if you were only focusing on that? being an incoming partner. You are only focusing on your physical. You're not taking time to develop your mental health. You're not taking time to develop yourself and enrich yourself in any way. You're not taking time to even learn how to be a great partner.
Right.
You're just trying to fit this standard of beauty. And then when you meet a partner or a potential partner that is great, you have nothing to offer.
But your looks.
But how about, what are you even asking for in your partner?
Looks.
Yeah.
Is what I would
What
assume.
are you asking for?
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything to offer. And I always feel like, this is my little rule. You can have what I have or more.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want in my partner, because I want us to grow and flourish.
Right.
I just don't want to be with somebody who is not, where I'm at. And I mean that spiritually, financially. I mean that, in a
all
well-rounded
That's a
way.
good rule.
That have what I have or more. That way we are building together. I am not trying to pull you up, and you are not really trying to pull me up. You know what I'm saying? I can survive without you, which I think all women should be able to do. You should be able to stand on your 2 feet and take care of you with nobody else. And that's just across the board, just like men. Y'all should be able to cook, do laundry.
I agree.
And sustain your own lifestyle by yourself.
Yes.
That way when we come together, we are growing.
Right.
We are not, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to get you up off the floor, get me in some counseling, get you, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, honey, with this young lady, you might have to teach her how to wash or fold or, and I'm not saying she may know how to do those things, but
the conversation that she had, it came off like that was the only thing in her life.
Yeah, it was very limited.
Well, because it's the only thing that she even mentions.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I don't understand. I'm done up. Why am I single?
Yeah, she wasn't like, I got degrees.
I've worked on myself.
Yeah.
I've healed my traumas. You know what I mean? It's like I've gone through this emotional transformation where I am emotionally intelligent and can express my feelings. It was just like I stay with a beat face and a new lace front. I don't understand why I ain't got no man.
And what does that mean though?
Nothing. Because also, I just want to put this out here, and I could be completely wrong. I'm not a man. I don't know. But I'm just saying, in my mind, especially being a woman and know the cost of all of these things, if I'm your man and I see that you all done up, I'm going to assume that I'm going to have to continue to maintain that done upness.
Yes.
And baby,
that maintenance.
and that maintenance that you have when I become your man, now that's going to be my responsibility to at least help and contribute to. And so if that's the case, I don't know. I
let me tell you how I know that you're not telling a tale. Let me tell you how I know, because men have approached me and they be like, you I had to take you to Ruth Chris something, and you do.
Yeah.
And you do.
There's a standard.
Your man always getting your nails done, ain't he? I bet you just have niggas just sending. I didn't mean to say the N-word. I bet you just have men sending you money, and I'm like, why do you think that? And they like, cause the way you look. Baby, I do this maintenance myself. I'm not expecting nobody to do the maintenance, but that's how you know that they are thinking about that. They are thinking about what they have to provide for you to keep those standards. And not only that, when you come with something else, they know they want to apply those standards. Oh, babe, let me take that off your plate. Just like we was talking about the love languages. Let me take that off your plate.
Right.
I'm your man. I'm going to provide this for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep you in the same standards
or
that
higher.
You have yourself in.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
You won't need to go lower than what you are already being able to maintain for yourself.
Come on.
And if that's not the man that you are looking at, that's the problem.
That is
right. But so you're not even gonna have the
wherewithal to even know.
You don't have none of the thoughts to be like, I need a man who can provide for me.
Yeah.
Whether I can do it for myself, the role is for the man to be the provider. And as you can see, a lot of times when they are not the provider or the one chasing you and you don't realize you're the prize, you end up having a man child. Or somebody who just doesn't value you beyond looks.
Right.
They tote you around, but every time you talk, they want you to shut up.
Girl,
I
speak something now, because that's the thing. When you put your physical attributes at the forefront and you make that like kind of like, the carrot dangling in front of them, then they don't care about what you think or what your feelings are or how you feel or all of that. What I'm thinking about is, damn, you look good in that dress, and you're gonna make all my homies feel some type of way, and gonna be jealous of the fact that you on my arm, and I'm not really interested in the deeper aspects of it, because I have the forefront of our relationship was what you look like.
Yeah.
But sometimes it even backfires there, because now you have made all their friends feel some type of way. Now they friends talking some type of way. Now they feel some type of way about you.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because now it's all about what you look like and what I think
you should look like. And then you go to change that and that gives me like that pick me energy, where it's like, okay, I need to change exactly how I am to fit his standard. And then next thing you know, oh boy is with the next chick, and you over here trying to pick up the pieces and figure out why you didn't change your whole life, whole personality, whole physical attributes to make him happy.
But how about when they been so far, and it's 10 years later, and they finally get out of the relationship with this man who has not valued the woman that they are, and he married the next woman and give her everything.
Everything that you thought was coming to you.
Everything. Help her. She can look a mess.
And it's okay.
On Sunday, and he'll still post a picture with her. Come on now.
It's just very important to know who you are and who you want to attract. And if the person that you want to attract is only looking for your beauty, or your physical attributes, or the way that you are like advertising yourself as far as hair, makeup, how that's done, then just know that you can be replaced by the next girl with the better body, with the better smile, with the, you know what I mean? Like looks
is a fading.
It's a fading thing.
It's so fading.
It feels like it's so important when you are young, and as you get older, I can definitely tell I don't look. I mean, obviously, if you saw a picture of me when I was in my 20s, you wouldn't be like, "Who's that?" But there are definitely changes that have happened to my physical appearance, and that happens to most people's physical appearance as they get older and as they go through life and have different obstacles come their way. And so if you're not looking for a partner that is going to be there for you regardless, and not looking at what you look like physically as the catalyst for wanting to be with you, then you're going to be setting yourself up for a world of hurt, because it doesn't matter which way he sways. I know that there are a bunch of men with these podcasts that shouldn't be talking that say that have strong preferences either way. My woman can't never have nothing but a fro or some locks, or can be completely natural. And there's other men that my woman can't bet not walk out her bedroom without a beat face and that wig laid. And it's just like, wait a minute. Why are we giving them so much power to determine what it is that we want to do with ourselves? I will not conform to the fact that this is what you want. If that's what you want, then go get you a lace front and lay that thing down, and then you ain't never got to worry about it. I'm not going to submit to your beauty standards. I need to figure out what I find beautiful. And then if you don't like that, go on down the street, few more blocks, I'm sure it's somebody else that you can find that will meet your standards.
There are people out there who are willing to meet each other's standards.
Yes.
This is not to say that there is not a man who does not love a done-up woman.
Right.
He does. There is not to say that a man doesn't love a plain, and I mean a real plain girl.
Who's
because
like,
they do.
They do.
Because he likes that type of beauty.
Yes.
I like when it's effortless.
Yes.
I like when it's overdone.
Yes.
I like when it's just right with a sprinkle of pretty, But I'm saying, though, if we're gonna go off of what men think,
child, don't,
baby,
no thanks.
That should never be the goal. To me, in my opinion, and this is an opinionated show.
Okay,
that should never be the goal. The goal is to be with somebody who is gonna love you regardless.
Yes.
And that's not to say he should not be attracted to you, just like you should be attracted to him.
Right. But you can be attracted to somebody mental. You can be attracted to somebody's work ethic.
Yeah.
You can be attracted to the way that they dedicate to their family and their, you know what I mean? Attraction shouldn't just be skin deep.
Yeah.
Because once that fades, then you're not attracted anymore.
Well, how about even before it fades and we sitting on the couch and we haven't had a conversation in 2 hours,
right?
Because you don't want to hear anything I have to talk about. You only want to look at me.
But sometimes in relationships, I think we don't think about the middle journey of our relationship. We just think about the beginning and the butterflies. And, I'm meeting you at this certain point in my life. What is it going to look like 10 years from now? How are we going to look 12, 15 years from now? Exactly.
Because that's how fast
going to look.
It goes. That's how fast. Because it's not even just, it may not even be a situation where like your beauty has faded.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got used to looking at you, and now
The novelty is done.
Yes, and now, oh girl, over here, that's something new to look at.
And if you only have a partner that wants you for surface, don't think he won't leave you for surface.
That part.
Okay.
That part.
Because it's nothing bonding you or keeping you there.
Yeah, it's so superficial that it can literally, it's fleeting.
Yeah.
It can be gone tomorrow, and then what?
Yeah.
So I just hope, baby girl, I hope that video taught you some things.
Yeah.
That, you know, beauty can be just skin deep, or it can be much deeper. And what she was talking about was very much just skin deep, and very much just it just gave strong pick me vibes, and that I don't
It also
cringy,
gave super superficial
and insecure.
So insecure. And I was like, I hate that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that for you, because now you have to live your insecurities out loud on the internet, and while other people point it out to you.
Yes.
How much your opinion. I'm like,
Oh, honey,
sweetie.
I just want somebody to sit her down and have a real conversation with her about what it is that she wants for herself. X men out.
Yeah.
No more men on the earth. Now what? What do you want?
Yeah, because a relationship is not promised to you.
No. You could have, listen, it's some amazing, well-rounded women got it going on. And because their standard for themselves is so high, they haven't even found a man that they would even want to settle with and be with. And that's okay too.
Yep.
Your life don't revolve around a man, or it shouldn't. You can have full, healthy lives with other people, great relationships that are not necessarily an intimate partner. Yeah. And if you are so gung-ho on that, then you really need to do the work on you, because you're going to waste a whole lot of time trying to people please to fit the form of what this man wants. And a lot of times, even with that, men don't know what they want.
No.
That's very fleeting.
And I'm not going to fit into some box that some man has set for me.
Okay.
And the beauty that I have for myself is far beyond just the physical attributes of myself.
Yes.
You know, I think I'm beautiful when I accomplish something. I think I'm beautiful when I set forth and finish something that I really wanted to do. I think I'm beautiful when I help someone, or when I love someone properly. I think that is beautiful too.
Yeah.
And it's just not my physical beauty that people see. I think it's such a beautiful thing when people can say like they see the light in you. I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And people, this woman, she just focusing. The people may never see the light in her because she's so focused on her lashes. Like, it's not even that serious.
But what's so funny about her is, like, literally when I'm done up, and this is not all the time, but when I'm done up, it's kind of like me and we like, I'm not gonna talk to you,
because that's what she says in the video, that men keep telling her that they're scared of her.
Yeah, like they intimidated by her and all of this. I'm like, girl.
And yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna call her a liar. Maybe somebody did say that to her, but what I
do sound like a gas station man though.
Yeah, but see, more so,
you know what I'm talking
but
about,
not really scared. More so like, ooh, I'm scared of you, or I see that.
Also, I don't really want to take care of you. That's what I heard.
That's what I hear,
don't want to do the maintenance. I don't want to take care of you.
Yeah.
You seem like a lot. Her personality was a little abrasive in the video,
that's what I'm not gonna
say. Lie to you.
If I were to take that stance on it and be like, she seemed like a lot, or I don't want to take care of you, I don't want to maintain it. To me, it was less about her physically and more so about the way that she was presenting herself and the things that she had to say. Because no shade. But for somebody to get on TikTok and talk about the done-up girl versus the quote-unquote plain Jane, I would say that she was smack dab in the middle. She had a wig on and she had her lashes done, and that was it. So I'm just saying that, like, I don't even know.
But beauty is once again subjective.
It is.
You think that you are fine.com, and we kind of looking at it like,
everybody has something that makes them feel different and beautiful in a different way.
Right.
You know?
And I'm not saying that she wasn't beautiful. What I'm just saying is that you're going on this platform talking about being completely done up. So I'm looking for somebody who's saying and trying to figure out why a man doesn't want you, because you're
looking for the lifestyle too, because it looked like you was in a Pontiac. It didn't look like you was in a luxury vehicle. It looked like you weren't even providing the luxury experience that you were trying to describe, because she was literally describing, like, she was like, with the lashes and with the this and with
but
that.
She didn't even have all of that. That's
and I was
my thing.
I was looking at it and I was like, and she was like, us pretty girls. And I was like, ma'am. I was like, I'm a us pretty girls. And
yeah.
They talk to me whether I look like a raccoon in the face or not.
Let me tell you something. The times that I get men trying to approach me the most is when I be in sweatpants and a t-shirt just trying to run in the store to grab me a soda. Like, I'm not interested either way, but sir, I look I see me. Do you see me?
But that's when they feel like they can approach.
Like it's safe.
Yeah, it's safe to approach when you are not looking like the diva.
Like maybe like I'm out of your league or you're out of my league kind of situation. Yeah. Which is funny to me because, again, that don't have nothing to do with it. Because some women can be bought with getting their lashes done and their hair done and their nails done. And okay, well, I'll be right there with you.
And that statement when she said the men were scared of her, that statement can be subjective too, like you were saying, Sia, because it's like, I haven't had men say that they're scared of me when I was single. But But I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, men have said that I am too much for them to handle. And when I would ask more, because I'm going to dig more if you just you say that
you want the conversation, let's have the conversation.
Yes, that's them meaning that they are not equipped to be what I need. They know that the type of woman that I am, how I carry myself, how I present myself is not at the level that they are right now. And they acknowledge that. And it's almost like when I've had those conversations, they wish they could be there, but just know they're not there right now. And
that wouldn't matter if your hair was done or not.
And I get an array of them, like, you're intimidating, but they are talking about my attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
don't feel intimidated, but that's how they feel.
But see, a man that is not equipped to handle you should feel intimidated.
What you said?
They should feel inadequate. They should feel like that I shouldn't be approaching her.
I always tell them, go with your feeling, go with your gut. Yeah. This man, for real, this man walked up to me, he was like, you probably got like 3 boyfriends. I was like, yeah, you want to be number 4? Because all I'm going to do is take your money. And he was like, dang. And I was like, yeah, because baby, you came with disrespect, so I'm coming with disrespect.
I went to visit my sister for her birthday with my mom, and we were in Georgia, and there's this Black Wall Street. Shameless plug, I ain't got no affiliations, but anybody should go. It was amazing, the new Black Wall Street in Georgia. It was amazing. But we were there, and there was a guy that was running it, and he was trying to talk to my sister. But he waited until me and my sister went to the restroom and then found my mama and was like, here's my card. Can you give that old girl my card?
Cringe.
If you're not ready,
if you can't speak up for yourself, sir, how could you speak up for me? I thought this was
going to be pleasant. I thought he was going to ask your mama, like, do you mind if I talk to you?
No, he didn't say anything to her.
You don't even have enough gusto to say that, sir?
No, but that takes me to that being intimidated. Yeah. Because it's also like a turnoff. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
We're all human. Rejection is whatever. Yeah. Is what it is. That's a very scary feeling for anybody. Yeah. But if you can't even come up and have a conversation,
it's so cringy. At the age that we are, it's really cringy.
We're not in high school. We're not in middle school. This is like, we're grown-ups.
Did y'all see, though, that a man was asking this girl for her, it was on TikTok once again, and on a couple of news platforms.
Are you talking about Brick?
Yes.
Brickgate? Yeah.
So explain that for our listeners. What happened?
I saw a few clips. I was looking at it last night. So apparently, I'm not entirely sure where it happened, but there was this woman. They were outside. It looked like maybe some type of party or like clubs or something like that. And the footage that I saw was that she had been walking up to white men, slapping them in the face for being white men. I did see that part too, so I got to put that out there first.
I didn't see that part.
I mean, it was a few of them. She was just popping upside the face. I did see that, but then later on in the evening, she comes back like on her live or making a video or something because a man asked her for her phone number and she said no, and he picked up a brick and smacks her in the face with it. And you see this huge,
it's big too. It's like swollen, a second face.
Yeah,
that's how big
her
it is.
Face. Oh, and then what I saw was later on, also when she was at the hospital, retelling the story, and she was like, all these men are standing around me and nobody said anything. Nobody did anything. Nobody helped me. Nobody was there to assist me at all. And she was just like, this is how you treat black women, you don't say nothing, you don't do nothing, you just stand there and let it happen and go on about your business like nothing happened. And I did actually see some videos of some of the guys, and I didn't watch too far into it because it was very, very late. But
TikTok is a rabbit hole.
it really is. It can be very dangerous. But I did see some of the guys that were there basically saying, yes, I was one of the guys that was there, I didn't do anything, but this was why. And they were basically referring to the fact that, like, throughout the whole night she had been, you know, aggressive towards other men and everything. I will say this on that situation: the smacks that I saw her give were very, very petite.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't haul off and then knocking folk out. You shouldn't just walk up and hit nobody anyways.
Absolutely.
And also, you don't know the context. She might have been like, before the cameras rolled, been like, hey, I'm about to do this XYZ, okay, let's do it. And you know, you never know.
It could be an influencer type setup,
right. You never
stuff
really
like that,
know, but
for content.
But let's just say that she didn't, and she just walking up to random people smacking them. Yes, you dead wrong. But there's a big, big difference between smacking somebody with your hand barely and picking up a whole brick and causing a woman to have to go to the hospital because you have knocked her upside her head because she wouldn't give you her phone number.
That is crazy.
It's scary.
It's very scary. And I never tell men, so I hope y'all don't see me out in the streets, but I never tell them no.
No,
I always say I'm married, or, you know, something that
should be a deterrent, even though it may not always be.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not, because I've been asked to be friends, and I've even told them that I'm in a domestic violent relationship to get them away from me. I'm like, he's gonna smack me and punch me. Do you really want me to go through that? And they're like, no. Okay, finally, because no doesn't work, and they're so aggressive sometimes that it's just like
you have to protect yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, women get murdered
Yeah.
for not wanting to go with a man or not wanting to give them their phone number or go on a date with them.
I saw one lady, a man threw acid on her.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
that's why I never say no. And you know, your partner always be like, why you just can't say no?
Because it's dangerous to be a woman.
Yeah.
And you have to be very, very careful because you could be talking to a sensible human being. You could be talking to a maniac.
Yeah.
And you don't know.
Yep.
So, so it's just, it's unfortunate, but baby girl, I hope you get the peace that you need. And I hope that you figure out, you know, how to handle these situations in the future and know and learn your worth.
Yeah.
Because it seems very much like you don't. So, but in the fun of all of this beauty talk, I wanted us to share our worst beauty moments with our listeners. You know, all women go through them, whether you super done up or you don't do much at all. There's always been a situation where you have tried and failed at something. Failed.
Especially beauty, baby. It's so easy to fail.
It's so easy to fail. And when we were coming up, there was not always YouTube videos to show you how to do everything.
Okay.
No.
So I'll go first. My story takes me back to circa 6th grade.
Okay.
And my mama had got me a fresh weave ponytail. Now the girls that know, it was not one of the drawstrings. It was the wraparound track ponytail.
But
right?
you was styling it,
I was styling it, but it was getting a little old. It had maybe been at the end of week 2. And you know, them bobby pins be poking you in the head, and it's like, let me maneuver this and try to feel this. I'm in gym class, we doing stretches. All of a sudden, I feel some type of hair hitting on the back of my leg, and I know my ponytail not that long. It shouldn't be, at least. And I turn around and my shit has unraveled to the point that I have tracks just in my hair and in my hands, and I have to take it to the nurse.
Oh no!
And she had to pin it back in with paper clips.
Not the paper clip.
She didn't know. She was a Caucasian woman. She ain't know nothing about a ponytail, baby. She didn't know what to do. So she clipped me in best she could. But I was mortified. I was so embarrassed. And I don't think that I got that type of ponytail ever since. I think that was the last time for me.
It was the first and the last.
First and the last. I think I'm all done with this.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, it's still 6th grade, and it's still right there in the forefront of my mind when it comes to embarrassing beauty moments. So, what about you, Eb?
Oh man, well, I was in college one time, you all. You know, when you're in college, you're broke. You know, you don't have any money to your name, barely. You're just trying to scrape by. But I am still a makeup girly.
Yes.
So I was going to try to figure it out, and I have oily skin, so I went into Sephora, and I knew there was this new primer that was supposed to just, keep your face beat all day long.
Okay.
So I said, ma'am, can I get a little sample? She said, sure. Gave me the sample. I go home, get ready for the party. It's an all-white party, the first party of the year. You back in school. I said, oh, I'm about to step out. I got some new heels. I'm about to be cute, honey. I'm about to serve these looks. I put the primer on, go to the party. Now, I'm a chocolate queen, so, my face was beat. I felt really pretty. The party's pretty hot. You know, college parties can be that way.
No air.
No air at all. I get to the restroom, get out of the dark room that the party's in. I look in the mirror. I am casket ready, you all. My foundation has warped into this grayish, brownish. It is not my skin tone at all. I look like I just was ready to go to the mortuary.
Oh no!
So I immediately, I started like sliding it off. I went from makeup girly to no makeup at all.
Real girl.
It was no way of saving it. My skin was just gray.
No.
I was Crayola gray.
Yes.
Not like
Crayola?
like the girls in the
dang.
Brown family. What did they call?
Oh, the gross sisters.
I was the same color as them. The same color.
That's terrible.
Oh man, that was the
Some
worst.
of them looks in that mirror after being at that party, baby, will do you in. Like, why do I look like this? How did this happen?
All through college, baby. I used to be like,
Did not look like this when I left the house.
I had no
I
idea.
curled my hair. Why am I looking like Don King?
You leave those parties just looking totally different.
Girl,
Did the dress
listen.
always look like that?
They looking rough. Like they done worked us hard in that party when you leave.
Girl.
Oh man.
What about you, CM?
Several. Can I tell y'all how my mama helped play me one time?
Oh, Lord.
So 6th grade.
That must have been the year.
Yeah, 6th grade. I had a sore in my head. And my mama gave me a roller set.
Oh no.
And I had a sore. So she put some peroxide
Oh.
on this area.
To keep it clean.
Yeah, to clean it up,
Oh, that sounds like it's gonna burn. Okay, keep
No,
going.
it didn't even burn. It was great. I was
Okay.
like, wonderful.
Okay.
I feel like the sore is gone. The sore healed. Well, it also bleached my hair.
Oh my
So,
God.
You know how people had that little skunk patch?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
I had one, and people were like,
Did you do that on purpose?
"Is it purposeful?" They was like, "I like the color, but it."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you just
Mama
had a
didn't
little-
know. Mama didn't know. She didn't know, yeah.
And she was like, "It'll grow out," and I was like,
Not fast enough.
"Okay." So then, moving on with my mother buying things. Y'all remember them cloth bras? I mean, they still make them.
Yeah.
The cloth bras with the wire. So my mom was trying to minimize my breasts because they are big, and I got them in about 5th grade.
Yep. I
So
can
she was trying to
relate.
minimize them.
Yeah.
Well, one of our male classmates decided to point out how cold it was in the classroom.
And how cold your body felt it was in the classroom.
Yeah.
Oh, child.
He was like, "You happy to see me?" I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nipples were hard as a rock.
Lord.
I was mortified.
Yeah. And them boys was them.
Oh, they
good
got
Lord.
me again in high school.
They
I wore a
were
white
terrible.
dress with Victoria's Secret pink panties. They said pink on the back,
Yeah.
and they were also pink, bright pink.
Of course.
I went through the day. I thought I was just gorgeous. And on my way to lacrosse practice, one of our lovely guy classmates once again points out to me that I have made a faux pas. They can see my booty.
Man.
And announced it, I'm
I was
sure.
like, "Get your ass away
Yeah,
from
get
me.
away from me.
Hurry up."
Them boys was, whew.
It's the worst
Yeah,
when they just
yeah.
point it out. Like,
Yeah.
this is how they point it out. You know,
Because you
pull me
pointed
to the
out,
side.
right? No, they want you to know,
Pull you
but they
to the
want
side.
everybody to know. Not everybody.
Pull you
watching.
to the side.
And if they do pull you to the side, be careful what they say. Now.
Yeah.
That might be.
Don't nobody will be pulled to
That
the
might
side
be
by
worse.
them.
Yeah.
They just pulling folks in the gym, in the locker
Oh
room.
yeah, girl. They was
No, thank you. I'll pass. I'll pass.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for sharing those embarrassing moments.
Absolutely. Anytime, guys.
Yes, we'll be back. All right, y'all, we're back. So, I was looking on Reddit and they have a section on that website called Am I the Asshole?
Oh.
Yes. So I'm going to read y'all some scenarios.
Okay.
And I want to hear your arguments or your opinions about if this person is or is not an asshole.
Okay.
All right. So this one starts saying that I am a 20-year-old male and I live alone. I'm a very neat person, and my mother kept our house pristine growing up, and I helped her a lot along the way. I recently moved out into my own place, and something that I started thinking about was how many germs from outside we track into our houses. I always change out of my clothes as soon as I get home, but whenever I have guests, they don't, and I have no idea where they've been or what their clothes have been exposed to. About a month ago, I bought a bunch of those clear disposable raincoats and started telling people who I invited over that they could bring a change of fresh clothes or change into one of the raincoats before they would sit on my furniture. I also offered to wash the clothes that they were changing out of if they wanted me to. My girlfriend doesn't have a problem with this and started just leaving her clothes at my place. My mom and my little sisters have also been okay with this new rule, but I invited a friend over yesterday. I told them about the clothes thing before they came, and when they got there, they were surprised that I actually enforced it. And they said, "You've got to be fucking kidding me." I told them no, and I'm serious, and they left. They have not been answering my messages ever since. Am I the asshole?
Baby, you may not be the asshole, but you definitely got OCD.
You're a germaphobe.
You definitely.
Borderline weirdo.
Listen, if someone invites me to their home and I have to change my clothes,
Are you serious?
why don't we just go to like a cafe or something?
Yeah.
Why don't we just talk on the phone?
Am I the only person who think they may be trying to watch me change my clothes?
No, seriously.
like
But
a
it's
creep.
everybody though. It's his mama, it's his
It's creeps out
sisters.
there who want to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, taking the nasty person off the. Some people really do have an issue with germs, like
They
bad.
do. They do.
Like anywhere they go, they got to wipe shit down. They don't want to touch anything. The pandemic really did bring some of those people to the forefront, and they was like, "See, I told y'all, motherfuckers."
And I get that, but you don't have to be the person to invite me to your house. If you're that kind of person,
Baby,
then let's go to a coffee shop or restaurant.
you're gonna give
Or
me a
why
raincoat
can't you do
Yeah.
plastic on your furniture when somebody is coming?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
and then take it off.
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, because that's very old school black grandparent type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it will work as far as germaphobe is easy to clean. You can take it off when they go.
Yeah.
Right.
Then they don't have to feel weird about changing their clothes. Now,
Yeah.
it's one thing where you like leave your shoes by the door.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that.
I really like that.
Yeah,
As
and
a matter of
sometimes
fact,
it's a
I want a
cultural-
shoe tree now.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you get Amazon. Have you ever been on Amazon to see that you can buy like packs of house shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like at the nail salon.
Or
Yeah.
even like the shoe covers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something like that. Like,
Like
I've
we
seen
work in the
that.
hospital.
right.
Yeah,
Right. Like
I've seen that for sure.
Yeah, that would not feel weird to me. I'd be like, okay, you really care about your floors. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're really proud of these floors.
But but to be fair, the writer did forewarn the friend before they
Okay.
got there.
I appreciate the warning.
So I don't feel like they the asshole in this at all.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
preference is preference.
Sure, and it's
especially-
your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's my space.
Yeah.
I'm welcoming you in. These are my rules. You can choose to, abide by them or not. Actually, I think the friend is kind of an asshole for not answering a question. You know what I'm saying? You can
After-
just be like, look,
Well, 'cause
that was a bit much for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. To be 100% honest, if you told me, yeah, so I got these raincoats, you can change your clothes if you want to bring a pair of changed clothes, or you can change it to this, I would have thought you was joking.
Yeah.
I would not.
That's
have
what the friend
thought, and I don't know how exactly I would have reacted, but I definitely would have been like, "This is some weird shit."
In this case, I would have taken him as joking too. But I have been trying to take people on their word when they say something about their house.
yeah.
Because people
That's
have all sorts of quirks and different things and just odd ways that they
Yeah.
live. And it's different for me.
Yeah,
It's not my cup of tea.
I mean, you don't have to change your outfit when you come to my house.
Yeah.
And also, okay, so let's say I bring a change of clothes. How you know them clothes clean? Them could have been my change outfit that's been sitting in the back of my car for a month. Like,
Those could be the stinkiest of dirtiest clothes. And I
He
did it on
said-
purpose.
He said, I will wash your clothes for you. So, baby girl.
the ones you take off.
Don't think that you finna bring stinky clothes in there.
Girl,
You're gonna be
he-
sitting
it's
in
gonna
that
be some
raincoat.
That man got
while
a
he
got a
wash
black
your
light.
clothes.
He shaping over your body before you enter the house.
You're gonna be sitting in that raincoat.
Oh my god!
I bet he's not getting sick though.
I bet
No, he's not getting sick from anything, honey. He hasn't had a cold since the pandemic. A sniffle.
I don't have time for that.
I don't either. I'm sorry. If I need a wardrobe change before I get to your house, how about?
But I feel like I said, plastic on the furniture. I think it's
He had
alternative.
options.
But see, I think
because
he
they
don't-
only there for us.
a short period.
Yeah,
I
they're not
mean,
living with you.
right. And then I guess he could take the plastic off.
Yeah,
and,
he could spray it down, wipe it off, take it off.
Lysol it.
Clear the air
Clorox,
from you
bleach.
being there.
Clear the air, right. You need a humidifier, a dehumidifier.
He got an air purifier.
Yeah,
in the
you need
corner,
all
too.
of
He
it.
got two.
Child. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot.
He's interesting.
Yeah, that would get on my nerves, and I would not come back to your house.
I don't know if I could be his girlfriend.
Do you
That part.
Can you
But
imagine?
she said she was fine with it, which is she just leave her clothes there. That's fine. I'll be naked, and maybe that's the tea.
And that's probably the thing.
Maybe that's the tea.
She probably just come in and get naked and just be like, okay.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Okay.
That's wow.
But I don't know that I would, because I
Can't live
know
with that.
sometimes when I come home, I don't feel like immediately taking my clothes off.
No.
No.
And also, like I'm on the messier side, so that just ain't gonna work for me.
Honey, this would work with
This
him.
would not work for him.
No.
That would not be a good fit.
No.
I can't be that OCD now.
I can't, but he can. And you do all the cleaning. You don't ask me nothing.
And he's gonna have an issue with you not maintaining the clean. That's
no,
gonna be the
that-
problem.
that-
That's
your
gonna be the problem.
That's your problem.
Girl.
That's your
No,
problem.
I don't know if
Now,
that
I'm not-
relationship
I don't
can
think that's
stand.
gonna work. Yep.
Now I'm not laying out on the bed in dirty clothes or the day's clothes, but sitting on my couch.
I'm surprised he don't also require them to shower.
He has a
He
full
probably do.
process laid out at this point. He needs a poster when you come in.
He probably been on the deep web, and you know how they got them disinfected.
Girl, that thing spraying through the whole house. Girl, count me out.
Get in the vault.
You got to get in the vault
Count me
to
out.
be disinfected.
Disinfected.
This man is something else.
Now y'all don't have to not wear your clothes. I just disinfect.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. They're all clean now.
But can you imagine the face of the friend that just showed up and really thought that he was joking?
like, wait, you really want me to take my clothes
Literal
off?
jaw drop.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And then he said they left and refused to answer any messages. Because, no, you're weirder than I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of best. Like, this person forewarned you. You the one who didn't think they
Look,
was serious.
and maybe-
Because they probably had a dead ass face like, yeah.
Or send it through a text like, look, make sure you got your change of clothes when you get here. And he
Or
like,
you gonna be in this raincoat.
Or you gonna be in
That
this
is so
raincoat.
weird. Why did he come up with raincoat?
with a rain, I guess because it's disposable. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, so right after I had my baby, it was during the pandemic. He was 2020, born in 2020. So we had some like of the laundered hospital gowns that we brought home, and that anybody that came to visit the baby, you had to put that on.
Right.
To just kind of make sure like your kind of similar thought, your outside germs wasn't getting on my newborn.
Absolutely.
But I didn't care about
However, he is not a newborn.
No, he is
a
not.
grown 20-year-old man.
Yes, he's much. He is.
His immune system is
His immune system is fine.
It should be
It's not about the immune system, but I was just saying, like, to that point, like, I understand, like,
Yeah.
being concerned in certain capacities. This, however, is not one of them. Yeah, I don't understand, baby. Are you immune compromised? Like, what's happening? Or it sounds like he's just a germaphobe.
no.
This seems like a lot, though.
But you know what? There are people that the pandemic has affected like this.
Yeah.
And I don't think we talk about them enough.
It's
How
true.
about, do y'all watch Sister Wives?
Like,
Some of
slide
it.
in a little bit, come right back out.
Goodness.
I heard, ain't he damn near single now? Ain't he lost several wives?
Yeah. That's all. Honey, don't let me deep dive on Sister Wives. But he was such a... COVID, he had the CDC rules. Then he had like 10 more rules on top of the
that,
CDC rules.
he said these are
And
Cody
he was
rules.
so mad. Yeah, he was so mad that nobody else wanted to follow his rules.
No.
Like he
Sir,
wanted them
these
to
are the
see their
Cody rules,
girlfriend.
not
Yeah.
the CDC.
What type of science degree
He
do you
didn't
have?
want them to see their girlfriends and all kinds of stuff. I think it was a ploy.
Yeah, it was a
honestly,
control thing.
because he
Yeah.
have a favorite wife that he was staying with. But girl, he took them down through it for COVID.
That's a mess. That's a mess.
Hot mess. Okay. I have one more.
Okay.
So this one, okay, let's see. A little background. I own a plumbing company and hired my brother 3 years ago. He was jobless after the pandemic, and I offered for him to come work for me. He was 22 at the time and is now looking to become a master plumber and start his own business. At my wedding, in which he was the best man, he decided that during his speech, he would give us all a big surprise and decided to propose to his longtime girlfriend. Me and my wife were appalled. We both feel like he stole the shine from our day. Everyone else in our families were so excited and kept taking pictures with her and looking at the ring. I decided to fire him the next day. He still doesn't understand why. He claims I'm being selfish and irrational, and our parents agree. They're saying that business should be separate from our personal lives. But I just can't overlook what he did and how he ruined our day. Am I the asshole?
You are an asshole for firing your brother. Now, you know good and goddamn well that you shouldn't have fired your brother. Now, that's just...
Firing is a little extreme.
He's on another petty level, and I can't lie. I love it.
That was a little overkill, but his brother is definitely the asshole, because if you propose at my wedding, I promise you, every event you invite me to, your baby shower, your gender reveal, your wedding, I am going to make an announcement.
Baby.
Every time.
Because here's the thing, like, it's... Some people don't realize how much time, money, stress, effort goes into planning such a big event. And it should be about the two people that we are celebrating. And at the speech,
right, for me,
you done decided to turn to your woman and say, will you be my wife?
And see, that's the exact reason I think that people take advantage of it, though, is because it's a beautiful venue.
Yes.
It's all of my families here.
Yeah.
But how dare you do it and you didn't even talk to me about it?
And see, that was my thing. It's one thing if you talk to me and I was like, yeah, I don't mind if you do it.
Because some people don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Or
like when I get done with all of my stuff, like my dance, my everything, we winding down, go right ahead. Take the ambiance.
Right.
Yeah.
But you make it during my speech or any time where I feel like I'm supposed to be the center of attention.
See, and that's
rightfully so.
Yeah, that's very kind as well. Some type of way. Because somebody did hint that they were going to propose at my wedding, and I told them, you ain't even gonna be able to hear her answer.
That's what I would have did.
You're not even gonna be able to hear her answer.
I wouldn't have been stunned enough. No. I would have got right up.
Oh, baby.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And please, security, please come escort these two non-guests out of the venue.
That is crazy.
They'd have been so mad at me. I'd be like, her answer is no.
Yeah. She can answer it once she walks through the threshold, not up in here where I done paid all this money for today.
That's my thing. Is you gonna do it. You didn't give a dime to this day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like if you have a proposal, you rented someplace.
You was jobless until I gave you one. So how dare you? I'm just saying. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I feel I'm enjoying the pettiness of it because I mean, obviously.
And that's the thing too. He already did him a solid by giving him a job. Now you gonna do me over by proposing at my wedding?
I would just hire him back. I would make him sit for like 2 weeks.
There are some edits. I haven't even looked at the edits. Okay. So one of the edits says, I should have mentioned this, but he will be getting a severance.
Okay.
So he'll be getting some money from his brother. He said he still is my brother and I wouldn't let him lose his home over this.
Right.
But as a small business, I can't imagine seeing him every day at work.
That's real. That man said I had to preserve my peace.
Right? He said, you get the hell out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. Here, take a little coin so you can pay your mortgage. Don't talk to me.
I'll give you a few peasant pennies.
Okay.
Please just get out of my face. Wow.
That's hilarious.
I can't deal with that.
Okay, so I guess the question is the writer the asshole? What's our decisions?
I don't think the writer's an asshole. I'm going to tell you why. Because I think in the moment, we've all been in the moment when we're angry enough to do some radical stuff. You know, it's like, you really did this to me?
On my day?
Yeah.
On my day after I gave you a job?
After all I've done for you.
Oh no, you're gone. You're fired. You are the biggest loser. Goodbye. Like, I couldn't deal with it. So I don't think that the writer is an asshole. Do I think he overreacted? Yeah, I think the brother is the asshole.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
And you didn't even talk to me about it. I'm your brother. I'm not a random person on the street.
Me and my bride,
we could have did all of that if you just had said
a conversation. Me and my bride just looking at each other like, I know this motherfucker.
Because it might have, you know
Yeah.
what else? Because I've seen where the bride has been in on it.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll take the bouquet and instead of throwing it, hand it off to the girl, and then the guy comes up
which
and
is
proposes.
a point in the wedding where it is about two other people anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. Like, there are some people that like would be completely supportive, excited about this. I am not one.
No.
I would be like, no, no. Tomorrow can be about you. Today, like, this is supposed to be my day with my man, and that's it. But some people are like, no, I'll share the spotlight. I don't mind. But a conversation, I feel like, is the least you can do. You can surprise everybody else.
Don't you surprise
I
me?
need to know beforehand.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just didn't even think to talk to me. Grab me to the side.
He said, no, they'll be thrilled.
Yeah, and I don't like that part. I don't like that you just assume that I would be like, oh yeah, this is great.
No. You and her, get your shit and get out.
Not during my speech.
The
telling you
spotlight is
something.
on you to talk about us.
Yeah.
And you talking about you and
Can you imagine you waiting to hear all the great things about you, and then the conversation is just
it's
turning.
shifting. It's like, why he keep
Your
bringing her
eyebrows
up?
raised. You're like, what is he talking
And do
about?
they even like her? Yeah,
But-
because that's another problem too. Because if I don't
That just
like
adds
her,
fuel to the fire, baby.
and you doing it,
and then after that, everybody's running up to her to take pictures with her and looking at her new ring.
So the thousands I spent on this wedding.
Okay, is now the framework for your engagement.
yeah.
Get
Hence the
outta
reason
here.
that I would do something like if I was to allow it, and that's a very slim. If. There are only a few people
That
who
you'd be like, okay,
I'd probably be like, yeah. But it would be at the end after I've done, after I have soaked up enough of people's attention.
Yes.
I'd probably be like, okay,
Okay, your turn. Have your little moment.
here's the bouquet.
Yeah.
I did that
You're welcome.
because I'm gonna take all the
All the credit.
All the credit.
all the credit.
Yes.
I'm gonna introduce it when he's saying, "Will you marry me?" I'm probably gonna be the one. Hey, wanna marry you? Yeah. So you may not want to pick mine because it's gonna be a lot of stipulations.
It's going to be a lot of rules. You're going to be able to take pictures in one corner for 5 minutes. That's it.
That's it.
No more conversation about you until tomorrow after.
Will you marry me? Yes, she said yes.
Okay, done. Back to me.
That's it.
I said yes.
Great. Now we can move back on. All right, we're about to start the music for the first dance.
Okay, get out the way. Oh, you
man.
horse. Get out the way. Nope.
It's over. It's over.
And on your wedding day, that's the one day that it's just an automatic given that it's about you and your partner. That's it.
Right. Like, and it's already so stressful. Like, I remember breaking down, crying just for no reason, just anxiety, stress. Is everything going to come together right? Like, I remember freaking out, like the DJ. I haven't talked to the DJ. He don't know the music order. I need to talk to him, make sure he got my email. Like, you are freaking out about every little thing, making sure everything is perfect, or at least I was. And so it's just like, how dare you come in here and throw a wrench in my plan?
That man said he gave him a severance.
He said, you have a severance. I ain't gonna let you.
I am tickled.
I ain't gonna let you and your family be homeless.
I was like, the answer.
So now at the edit, you're like,
don't cut your brother money. I'm trying to. Now, wait a minute. Now, what you do though, you hire his ass back, and when they have this wedding, you announce you having a baby.
okay, even if you ain't.
You just keep
Even if you
ain't.
announce that you
Trying. Hey, everyone, I just want to let everybody know.
I have a toast.
I have a toast. I want to make an announcement. We are going to have sex tonight, and hopefully we'll conceive a baby.
We're trying for a baby.
All right. Woo, okay. And whoever take pictures with us,
Oh man.
possible baby in there.
That's what you do. That's how you get
That's
them.
revenge. Well,
That's how you get
Reddit
back.
also has a section about petty revenge.
Yeah.
And so I've been looking at some of those. So I'll definitely save a few of those, and we'll chat about them on another episode. But girl, whew,
Oh wait.
That's
it's a
terrible.
lot. Yeah,
That's terrible.
Remember when you get mad at your siblings to give them a severance package?
okay. Severance. And how boss is
Well,
that too?
that's
Be like,
beautiful.
you fired. Here your little check. Go pay your bills
I
until
don't
you
want
find
you to
something
lose
else.
your house over there.
But I don't want to look at you Monday through Friday.
Because I don't want mama and daddy talking about he got to come stay with you.
Girl.
Absolutely not.
And the parents siding with the brother.
Well, of course, because he fired them. They ain't signed that. I don't think they feel like. I feel like they probably think he's wrong for the wedding day stuff. But you went it. You fired him.
You did well. Listen,
You-
I don't know.
you
Listen,
fired
you touched a
But
little
with the
part of my
severance.
patty.
with the severance, I can confidently say you're not the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you left him out
Yeah.
there high
I'm trying, like, you better go on down to the unemployment, my dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh man, y'all.
Ah,
All right, y'all. We'll be back. All right, everyone. We're going to take the episode right on out. But before we head out, we want to leave you with some daily affirmations just to take you throughout the week. You can dwell on them, say them to people that you love, just help carry them throughout the week so that you can make it through the week. Okay?
Yes.
So we're going to say them. Okay. So I am doing my best.
I am doing my best.
I choose to be happy and love myself.
I choose to be happy and love myself.
My possibilities are endless.
My possibilities are endless.
I will not worry about things I cannot control.
I will not worry about things I cannot control. Woo, I need that one.
Okay.
I know that's right. I know that's right. We hope you take those with you and carry them with you through the week.
Yes.
And on that note, stay opinionated.
Stay opinionated.
Stay opinionated. Hey y'all, we just want to remind you that you can listen to each episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Search Black Women with Opinions and make sure to subscribe and click that share button. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Black Women with Opinions Podcast. You can follow us on TikTok and X, formerly known as Twitter, at BWWO Podcast. And lastly, make sure to subscribe to our Patreon at Black Women with Opinions Podcast. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it so much. We love you and stay opinionated.